I'm standing on the deck at my house in Chelan, Washington. It's also known as the Wind and Rock Training Facility. It's where we have our annual summer camp and other events throughout the year. Oftentimes I get questions about when I started martial arts, why did I get started, what did I do, and what was I thinking, and so on. So for those of you history buffs that are somewhat interested in a timeline from 1972 to present, it's fall of 2008 right now. I'm going to give you some brief descriptions of what I've been through and why. Well, I was 18 years old, and I was a senior in high school. It was the fall of 1972. And what was going on was this TV show called Kung Fu came on with David Carradine and the Kung Fu show. That hit. Bruce Lee was really big at that time. I really wanted to get involved in martial arts. I was more of an individual athlete. I played on team sports. I played football and baseball and basketball and stuff. But what I really liked was track, and I liked weight training and things for the individual. I wasn't really the rah-rah kind of guy. It was okay, but it wasn't me. So anyway, I heard that there was this guy teaching up at my high school. So in 1972, I went to this guy's house. I think he was a brown belt in a Japanese system, Budo to Kukan or something like that. I'm not even sure what it was called. And I stayed there until the spring of 73. Don't remember much about it. Conditioning was hard. For my orange belt test, we had to do 100 knuckle push-ups. And, I remember that as being challenging at the time and so on. I don't really remember much about it. I just got into martial arts. I didn't know the difference between Japanese, Korean, Okinawan, Chinese, any other European arts. I knew nothing about Indonesian or Filipino arts. I simply was taking karate from a guy at his house. 1973, it said karate kung fu at a school in Rose Hill, Kirkland, and what it was is a Tracy's Kempo Karate School. And I went there, and I met the instructor. Roy Lake was his name. I really liked him. He seemed like somebody I could talk to and hang out with. I didn't know what Kempo was, and I just knew it was a martial art. The guy had a black belt. He moved really well, easy to get along with, so I signed up. I actually signed a contract in the spring of 1973 for Tracy's Kempo Karate. To date, I'm still involved in the Tracy Kempo organization. In my rank, I hold the rank of 8th degree black belt, and I've known Al Tracy since 1975. He came 2 years later. That's another story. Anyway, I went on to do Kempo and really enjoyed it. I love the movement. I started teaching in 1974, a year after I was there. I remember getting my brown belt. It was like, oh my God. When I got to brown belt, it's still the most incredible belt I ever got. I don't know why. I just felt that, wow, I'm a brown belt in karate. I was so proud and excited about that. And anyway, I started teaching, managing the school for my instructor who was moving. And so there I was 21 years old, managing a karate school in Kirkland, Washington. And that's what I did. Taught all the classes, did the interviews, handled all that. I was pretty much over my head. Didn't know a lot. My classes consisted of a lot of heavy conditioning, push-ups, sit-ups, stretching, running, kicking. So really, I didn't know that much. I was a brown belt, but compared to what I know now, it's quite simple, actually. So I've been on and off with Kempo since that moment when I first met Roy Lake. And like I said, I'm still involved with the Tracy organization.